Igbo mụ na-ege ntị ya ekene unu ọzọ ụbọchị uhuruchi nke taa anyị si ka nkonye chiri ya zelu anyị si n'ụbọchị nke taa dịrị na mma na ya dịka echi na echi ada agwụ agwụ otu anyị kwuru otu akụ ya dịrịdị ise 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 dịka o si dị ya bụ Eastern News 24 ka anyị si were wetara ya bụ ozi unu ji gị n'ugbu a n'iru akwụkwọ ya bụ ife bụ gbasata maka ya bụ ife na-eme n'obodo anyị nọ n'ime anụ nwere onwe ndị Igbo na-azọ dịka ka o si wee dị anyị agbapụ na ọsụ ka wetara ya bụ update anyị ji maka ya wee bịa gbasata maka Biafran Prime Minister bụ Maazị Simon Ekpa and Israel reported move to sanction Finland. Trump cancel Nigeria, Finland aid. Alright, ya bụ ife ka ji maka ya wee bịa kono n'ogodo ife ụmụnna anyị were ịgwa anyị n'ụdị nkefa dịka ya ga ya bụ ife ga-esi drọpụrụ anyị ife iche n'iru akwụkwọ gbasata maka ya bụ ife ndị a niile ịnụ n'ụbọchị nke taa. Alright, over to you, sir.
He said to sanction the village government over the illegal detention of Simon Ekpa. Mazi, how can you have this?
Yeah, is a good development and is a new development as well. Benjamin Netanyahu is trying to maintain, I think, what is apocalypse. You know, it has to do with what was, predicted, Bible prediction. It has biblical injunction because why? We understood that a time shall come when all the Jews, that's all over the world, the word I use, the word must come together.
Must come together.
Yes, because of what they faced over centuries. They faced, extermination, sort of, penalty, sort of punishment, sort of pogrom over the centuries. Since the captivity of, what they call it, Babylon, yet still another captivity of Assyria. As if that wasn't enough, we see what they faced during the wars of 1930s, late 30s, that's 1939 to 45, the Jews faced another pogrom, enslavement, in our modern world. That was when the Nazist Hitler actually worked hard, during the war of Second World War to eliminate the entire Jewish race. He began to work for him until 1945. When the war come to an abrupt end with the initiation of United Nations organization, the Jews scattered all over the world, and most of them were still held back in Germany, facing Holocaust. I don't know whether you understand where I'm going. And the Holocaust was what brought about most of the Jews, invasion of the United States of America, because some of them that escaped from the hand or tutelage of the Nazist Germany were absconded. They just absconded into the United States of America. That's why I have good numbers of the Jews in America today. The American current president, Donald Trump, his parents escaped Holocausts of 1940s from Germany. I don't even know if that could be the branch of Holocaust that was, reenacted in a movie, Escape from Sobibor. Maybe Donald Trump parents were among the escapees that actually absconded from Sobibor into America, United States. Today, Benjamin Netanyahu is aggrieved over the predicaments of the Igbos. What the Igbo Nigeria is going through today has attracted, attention of our modern, Jewish states of Israel. And the Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is working hard to make sure that those countries, nations like Nigeria, Finland, Britain, should pay reparation for the kind of punishment, the kind of persecution they are giving the Igbos in our modern world. You see what Finland is doing currently in conjunction with Nigeria, castigating an innocent man who, does his agitation, self-determination of a thing or business, without wasting blood, without hurting anybody. to the level that Guinness Book of Record and the Transparency International actually recognized Nnamdi Kanu's struggle, Simon Ekpa agitation, business or transaction, as one of the most peaceful in the world. IPOB agitation group has actually received this incentive. How many years ago? I think 3-4 years ago, as the most peaceful agitation group in the world. As if that wasn't enough, and that could not be recognized by Nigeria, because Nigeria is bent on oppressing, fighting, exploiting Igbo man with all within their reach. So what we are seeing now is alignment of the Finland with Tinubu administration to annihilate Simon Ekpa, who has not done, annihilate Simon Ekpa, disalive him totally. Even the word neutralization could have been more, advisable. Yes, to make sure that Ekpa is gone down. Ekpa is down. I'm telling you, they want to bring Ekpa down, disalive him, and make sure that he will never live again. And we have seen recently when Finland was trying to play a role, big brother role, which they played during the pogrom of 1967 to 1970. They tried for the Biafran nation. But all of a sudden, this administration has forwarded these juicy incentives, trade by barter, trying to exchange Simon Ekpa for crude oil and other vast, mineral resources we have in Nigeria here. They have begun to negotiate to have a pact, an agreement with Finland. Maybe Finland is going to tap our oil for 10 years so that Ekpa be extradited into this country. And I'm telling you, we the Igbos, we have frowned at that process. Igbos in diaspora are frowning at that process. Our brothers in the Middle East, Europe, that's Israel, the white Jews, they are frowning at that process. So that's why America, Israel, they are just like trying to investigate Finland, to follow up, to spy on them, to actually find out what is going on the ground. Because we understand that the Biafrans in the diaspora, they succeeded on, conducting referendum worldwide, and over 40 million Igbos, that are internet compliant, computer compliant, actually, express their enfranchisement by voting, vehemently, largely to make sure that Biafra, emancipates. And I don't know why Tinubu administration has not recognized that fact that Igbo man is no longer interested here. And Igbo man is no longer. No. Those are called political profiteers. They are the ones that are gambling with the destiny of the Igbos. They are the ones just that are gambling in the upper legislative chamber and the lower legislative chamber, making their money, catching out at the expense of the Igbo man, perility. You see, they make money, they use the money for their families. I mean, the political class in Igbo land, in the southeastern Nigeria, they are just because of the kind of selfish gain they are, receiving from the political circle or system of Nigeria. So you can see, it shouldn't be all Igbos that will come out, be doing what I'm doing today. There are some Igbos that are on the gaining side of the, political, let me say, stage or, system of the country. So that's why calling up or making mention of the senators or involving them on this kind of discussion is not permissible. Why? The senators are politicians. The ministers, Igbo ministers, are politicians. The ones that are vying for, for the post of the presidency, they are all politicians, and they have benefited from Nigerian political system in the past, and they don't want to back out this time because it's not easy for them to at least excommunicate or estrange themselves from Nigerian political profiteering. It's a big money-making venture in Nigeria.
Lastly, political, sir. Senator Ojizakalu has said he will do everything possible that Ekpa is being extradited to Nigeria, and that Ekpa threatened to buy him, that he will do everything possible within the ambit of the law and within his office to bring Ekpa down to Southeast to face the crime he committed. Mass.
Okay, thank you so much. That is a noisemaker of the highest order.
A noisemaker.
Yes, I'm from Southeastern Nigeria. Ojo Okano is a noisemaker. He has absconded with trillions of naira that is meant for the development of that state, Abia State. Yes, one of the East Central states, you know, is one of the states in that eastern region that was at least stagnated for over how many years? No development. 24 good years. The light of development, the light of modern technology, and other basic infrastructural amenities could not at least reach the people of that region, reach that state, Abia, until the coming of our anointed man of peace, anointed man of justice, anointed man of righteousness, a man that still has the interest, that is having interest of the Abians at heart. His name is Alex Oti. He has come to reconstruct, revamp, and at least develop Abia State. He has come to compensate, build, rebuild what Ojo Okano has destroyed, what Okeze Ekpazu, Theodore Orji have destroyed in the past. Over 24 years, Abia State was subjected to that kind of, let me say, deprivation of developmental infrastructure, employment infrastructure, and social amenities. Too bad. We own it. We own it up to Ojo Okano, Theodore Orji, Okeze Ekpazu, and so on and so forth. These are the people that have, stagnated that state from receiving the basic amenities, the kind of official structures that put Abia State in that kind of, situation over the years. I'm telling you, God is going to question them. God. And Ojo Okano is not done. He's not satisfied yet. He's looking towards the angles of MNK Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the Simon Ekpa, respectively, to make sure that he, by two of them will be pied, disallowed, and demised by Nigeria political forces. I'm telling you that Ojo Okano is a liar. He cannot do it. He doesn't have what it takes to do that.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Christian.
Simon Ekpa get people that are lobbying for Biafra, and it is a plus. The way Simon Ekpa is going international, and it seems he's making this agitation a serious international issue by employing international lobbyists to make sure that Biafra is recognized at the world stage. Let's get a reaction.
Now, thank you for that wonderful question, the anchor of this great platform. First and foremost, I want to say, Simon Ekpa has come out to say, or has outlined countless times, that he said that the Nigerian government cannot win Biafra with a barrel of gold for the second time. Now when he said that, see, Nigerian government cannot win Biafra with a barrel of gold, it means that nobody needs to die for them to exit Nigeria. Now, Ojoku fought Biafra in a different dimension. Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did it via his own dimension. So Ekpa is taking it globally. And now, we've seen world body recognize Biafra. We've seen the UN and then some other global body have come out to endorse the Biafra struggle. So kudos to him, it is a plus. Some persons have come out to say that Simon Ekpa should be discredited, the likes of Ohanes Edigbo and that of the Southeastern governors. But my question is that you said Simon Ekpa should not be taken serious. Then who should be taken serious? The government who is not willing to protect our people? Is it the people
who have refused to speak up when the Igbo man has been marginalized in the country? Is it the same governors who have become a tools in the hands of their Fulani master? So for you to even have a character like Simon Ekpa and Nnamdi Kanu to have come out to say enough is enough, that we are tired of this contraption called one Nigerians. It shows that these people have this mindset that see they can no longer be the slave. So for him to have even gone as far as to hire lobbyists that will speak on behalf of Biafra in the world in the UN summit, to me it's a plus, and that alone the voice of Biafrans will be heard globally, and the voice of an Igbo man is also being heard globally. Now let me take it back the line. When Southern Sudan and South Sudan wanted parted ways, nobody killed each other. Nobody go through the route of violence. It was done amicably. So Simon Ekpa is doing it amicably for him to convince world leaders that this thing is possible, and why the government of the day, the present government of Nigeria, are not seeing it that way. Thank you. You can also
Should the government, should the Nigerian government be worried about this?
why would they be worried? The same people have sent assassins to kill Simon Ekpa. Now only he has escaped. So see, one thing about it is that the government of the day, they are panicking. There's panic. You know what it is now? So a particular tribe, or a major tribe, to exit your country. You know how an Igbo man is. You know the investment of an Igbo man is in the country. Now imagine in Nigeria without an Igbo man. Let's just imagine that. That means dominance. That means the Hausa man would now dominate virtually every government parastatals in Nigeria. So now the reason why the Igbo man is still believe that's Nigeria is because the Igbo man is still in the contraption called Nigeria. But eventually, if the Igbo man leaves, my brother, the Yoruba man will know the true meaning of Nigeria, and then we now know who owns Nigeria. Just like what Angobula said, he said they are not scared of the Igbos parting, exiting Nigerians. That was what he said. He said they are not scared. Indirectly, that means the other tribe would not have sense of belonging in the country. And we know it. We know it. I know it too. And every man now has the spirit of dominance. You cannot dominate him. If a Fulani man has the spirit of dominance, for you to dominate him, it will take ages. In terms of population, you cannot dominate them. So one thing is that people have foreseen this whole thing. That was why he championed this Biafra struggle. And now, gradually, it is now becoming a reality in this contraction called Nigeria. Now, there are some Igbo men are even tired of the system called Nigeria, just because they feel their brother is still in president. Man, my brother, I can bet you, come 2027, the Yorubas will be championing the Republic more than the Igbo man. I can bet you that. That I'm very certain of. Yes, we will championing because it is certain when their president, when their brother is being kicked away from the presidency, already there is a plot, and which he himself cannot escape. The president himself knows that there is a plot, and then the big shots in the north are forming alliance. You know it. RFI, a powerful influence in the north, is not in the league. Sorry, is not in good terms with the president. And now nobody can take that factor. What RFI did. see that made President Tinubu emerge as the president via his own influence. And then we have also the likes of Angulai, which is the chairman of the Northern Others Forum. He said post that election that the Northern Others Forum supported Tinubu, but come 2027, Tinubu will not get their support. So what does that mean? Now what? So now if the average left person is not will not given the vote, now where will they get the vote? It just come by 2027. The same thing the universe have tagged the Igbo's for. Now they will be the master mind of it, because I can bet you by 2027 Yoruba will stop, and that's the slogan that will continue to trend, is that we are tired of the country, we want to follow the suit of the Igbo man and exit the country. And then the Igbo man now will not take them, tag them for being unserious, because now that the Igbo man is championing for the exit, we are saying the Igbo man is not serious. Yeah, there are claims that the Igbo man is not serious, but I can bet you when the system will also catch up with you, then you will know why the Igbo man has been championing to exit. Thank you for always coming.
ndị be anyị nkwadalụ dị nne n'ukwu si wee na-esoro anyị n'iru akwụkwọ n'ihe anyị na-eme dị iche iche na Eastern News 24 bụ ebe anyị si wee na-wetara ya bụ ozi unu na-anụ ugbu a. Gịnị ka i were ikwu gbasịta maka ya bụ ife ndị a niile nụ nwanne anyị nwoke kwuru n'iru akwụkwọ gbasịta maka Biafran Prime Minister and Maazị Nnamdi Kanu? Ka i were ikwu n'ụdị nke gị, drọpụra ya na comment section below. Ngwa nke mesịa na ụmụnne m.